Welcome to this week's edition of HavenFootball.net's Play of the Game. Always the highlight of the season when the Panthers take on the Ridley Green Raiders, and tonight was no different as clear skies, light winds, and mid-60s made for a great football night. Haven punted on their first possession, and Ridley went right to the air as number 12 Ryan Carroll finds number 3 Paul Jackson, who sits midfield for this catch and run for 25 yards. 2 plays later, Carroll finds number 2 Kamir Stevenson in a perfect slant pass, and Ridley is threatening, which brings us to tonight's first Play of the Game.
Welcome back. Here we go. 2nd and goal. Wildcat look here. Paul Jackson looking to take the snap. They fake the Jets. Jackson looking. He's going to try to throw it into the end zone. It's intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone by James Fisher. His first pick of the year. Could not have come at a bigger time. They tried the little pop pass. And James Fisher sniffs it out.
Haven starts their pounding ground game with 3rd and 1 when Mulligan and the O-line just powers forward on a quarterback sneak for 6 yards and the first down. 2 plays later, running back number 34, Anthony Mr. Touchdown Crawford, slides right and goes untouched for 48 yards and Haven's first touchdown. Haven on top, 7-0. The Raiders go right back to the air as Carroll finds number 15, Stephen O'Donovan, who cuts inside and gains 15 yards, but the drive stalls at the Ridley 35. Haven is facing a 4th and 5 at the Ridley 35 when number 4 Sam Milligan rolls right looking for a receiver, but decides to keep it, finds a corner, breaks a tackle, and takes it down to the 13. 2 plays later, Crawford powers his way for 6 yards into the end zone. The extra point is blocked, but the Panthers lead 13-0. Ridley can't get a ground game going and goes to the air again, hoping to get some points on the board as Carroll goes deep but overthrows Jackson, and Milligan makes the grab with nothing but green in front of him and returns the interception for 57 yards down to the Ridley 17. 4 plays later, Crawford gets the call again as the O-line clears the path for this 3-yard touchdown run. The Panthers go for 2 as Milligan rolls out and runs to the corner for the conversion. The Panthers lead 21-0, which brings us to tonight's last Play of the Game.
3rd and 5, rolling to his right is Ryan Carroll. Ball is deflected at the line and intercepted. Going the other way is James Fisher, 30, 25-20. His second pick of the night will finish in the end zone, and the sophomore goes 45 for the score.
28-0, Haven. With just over a minute left in the half, Ridley really needs a score, and Carroll sees O'Donovan with a step ahead of number 5 Chase Nagel, but the throw is just a bit short. Nagel leaps up and snags the interception, ending the half. Ridley gets the ball first, but Haven's D is vicious as number 7 Owen Bosa gets the call and just gets slammed by Crawford after a 3-yard gain. Oh my. Ridley is at 3rd and 1 and needs a first down, but Haven's D makes a stop. First on this attempt by number 25 Alante Smith for no gain, and then a quarterback sneak. But Carroll gets stonewalled, and number 35 Austin Connor drops him and turns over the ball on downs. Haven is marching again, and Milligan goes for a rare pass and gets in trouble and tries tossing it to number 40 Bob Fuskas, but Ridley's number 51 Billy Blair is right there and makes the grab and goes in the other direction for 58 yards and the Raiders' first points of the night. Ridley cuts Haven's lead to 21 points. But the Panthers turn right around and launch a 7-play drive that they finish with Mulligan making an end run for 10 yards and another score. Haven is closing the door 34-7. On the Panthers' next series, they have a 6-play drive with finishes with another barely touched Crawford 32-yard run for a touchdown. Haven leads 41-7. The Haven D-line just kept charging, and Connor gets his great sack late in the 4th quarter. But Ridley football never says die, and with less than 4 minutes left in the game, Smith drives the ball for 1 yard for 6 points. Haven beats Ridley 41-14 and stays undefeated at 7-0. Anthony Crawford had 193 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also had 7 tackles on defense. Marco Kaufman led the defense with 10 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss. And James Fisher had 2 interceptions, one for a touchback and the other for 6 points on a 45-yard return. Next week, the Panthers return home to take on the Radnor Raptors. Tune in again next week for another HavenFootball.net's Play of the Game.